now that we're recording, could you introduce yourself once more, please?
I'm Mrs. Gonzalez, a third grade teacher at St. Peter's School.
And I'm her husband, Frank Gonzalez, a retired St. Peter's School alumni.
My name is Delisa Aguilar. I'm in the 8th grade. I've been going at St. Peter's for 9 years, from kinder through 8th, and I've been here during the summer programs.
I'm Captain Sanchez. I'm in 8th grade, and I have been going to St. Peter's since 1st grade through 8th grade, 8 years.
Question is, can you tell me how you became part of the St. Peter's community, what you brought here, and did you have any connections to the school or church already?
Yes, I came in 1971. Mr. Gonzalez and I married in 1971, and I'm a convert. I was Lutheran before, but I liked all of the outside symbols of Catholicism, the genuflecting, the holy water, all the different signs, so that's what brought me to it. I just liked the outward signs of my faith.
And I pretty much was born and raised here. So I was here at 5 or 6 years old. So I came to St. Peter's as a first grader, and have been here ever since. So my whole life has been St. Peter's.
What inspired you to become a teacher?
My first day in first grade. I went to Visitation Valley School in Visitation Valley, and I fell in love. The first day, my first grade teacher's name was Mrs. Jewell. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, and I just fell in love with her right off the bat. She was just wonderful. She was caring, loving, welcoming, but she was strict, which may be where I come from. But anyway, I went home and I played. My mom said from then on, all the babies that she took care of, all my dolls, I played school with them all the time. I never wanted to be a nurse. I never wanted to be a doctor. I never wanted to be anything but a teacher, because Miss Jewell was, that first day of school did it. Fond memories. I love teaching. I've taught 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As a matter of fact, I taught you in 5th, 3rd and 5th?
3rd.
3rd. And I taught you in?
3rd.
3rd, okay, because I taught...
You taught my mom.
Oh, I taught your mom. I taught Miranda in 5th grade. Yes, in the high math class with Mrs. Ortenzo. And we called each other Mrs. G, and she was Mrs. O. So let's go, 5th graders.
You guys are the OGs.
Yeah, well,
OGs.
we are the
First
OGs,
time.
that's for sure. But
OGs.
those were fond days. 2nd grade, I enjoyed, but not as much as 3rd grade. I enjoyed 4th grade because I loved California history. 5th grade because I loved the American history. So I have fond memories all the way, but those are two that stand out: the summer school program and teaching all different grades, because I love what I do. I love being here. I love the children, the students. I love the families. I love the faculty. It's full of energy. It's full of, well, we're just a family. We are always looking out for each other, and I love that. So I not only have our biological family, but I have a huge family of over 400 people, right? Pretty cool.
I think that's probably the biggest thing that St. Peter's has offered, is it's a family situation. It's been a family situation ever since even when I was coming here. Yeah, families all went to mass, families all did things together, families all went to family picnics. Even the altar boys, they would take you to Marin Town and Country Club for your end of the year kind of thing. So there was always something to do, but it was always related to a family situation kind of thing. So I think that's one of the bigger things that I got out of it.
Mrs. G, can you tell us how you became a Mercy Associate and what it means to you?
It means a lot to me. I'm very, very proud to be a Mercy Associate. There's a long story that goes with it. In the 80s, I wanted to become a Mercy Associate. But, things happen. Your children come along, you're still teaching. Mr. G was still working. My mother was ailing, and she was living with us, and she was in, hospital bed. So, before she passed, there was a lot going on. So I sort of prioritized it, being an associate. Then, a little bit later on, I decided, I'm going to try this again. I really do still want to do this. So I said, persevere. It's like our growth mindset, right? Keep going. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. And that didn't quite work because there were many things going on at that point too. And finally, I thought, hey, I guess it was 2010, something, 2012, I contacted Sister Lucy. I said, you know what, Sister Lucy, I have wanted to be a Mercy Associate for many, many years. Can you help me out? Next day, I got a call from the Mercy Associate Coordinator, and boom, I was in. Went to meetings for a year to get myself Mercy Associate ready. I chose Sister Lucy to pin me with my associate pin, and it means a lot to me because the Sisters of Mercy have been my life for 45 years and for Frank's life for more than 60.
67 years.
67 years. So yeah, it's very important to me. Proud to be. Great. Keep
Fabulous.
going.
Yes.
Another 140.
Yeah.
And for 45 years, I've been a part of that, and that makes me feel really proud. And to be with my spouse, who has been almost, not double it, but
Close.
close. Yeah. So very, very proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, once you get over 100 years, you figure this is something to be totally proud of. You know,
Yes.
and for it to continue to be going and to be as strong as it is, with a lot of schools that have been closing, Catholic schools have been closing, and for us to still be around and still be strong, that's a real good feeling.
Something to say.
And something that I feel, or we feel, that we've had a part in keeping it that way, doing the best we can to try to keep it going.
Mrs. G, out of the generations that you've taught, how have the schools, or how have the classes impacted you?
Very favorably, because once you meet the students, you start teaching them and giving them your instruction and your, learning and teaching them. And then the parents. That's impacted me a lot because many of our parents, not all, but many of our parents are struggling to keep their children at St. Peter's School. It's a hardship. It's very difficult. And there's a public school right down the block. But they choose to instill the faith and the discipline and the academia that we impart to them. So that the students and the parents really, it's a big impact. It has a lot of influence. I learn a lot. I may teach, but I learn a lot from the parents and from the students, like you three.
What are your hopes for the future of St. Peter's?
I think that's pretty much been said. I hope it goes another 140 years. I hope it gets another 7,000 graduates. And I hope it stays a strong, healthy, safe, and viable school serving the poor and the needy in this community. And I think that's the goal of Mercy, is to serve.
A lot of times people look at us as being poor, but I look at us as being rather rich. We may not have all the money in the world, but does that make you happy? No, I don't think so. It might for a while. I know you guys. But I think it's just really, really important to be rich in friendship, in health, in safety, in family. You can go to Mr. Gonzalez at any time and say, Mr. Gonzalez, I don't have the money to get the bus. Can you give me a lift? Of course. You can go to any of these teachers, to any of our volunteers, to any of our staff, and they're always willing to help you, and you know you're safe. It's a good feeling.
Well, those are all of our questions. Do you have any final things you would like to share with us before the interview ends?
Well, I'd like to thank you for being so expert. You might be wanting to go into newscasting and camera work. And thank you for that. And we just hope, again, another 140.